Accessing the logical side of your brain when the emotional side of your brain is going crazy is extremely difficult, especially for young children. And that's why it's hard to talk to them a lot of the time when they're dysregulated. It's hard to get their attention. They're really just in that moment, in that emotion. And so that's why we work to put names to emotions to help children when they get to that point of dysregulated state. Often it's hard to talk. Like even as adults, when we get really upset, we don't want to talk. So we really need to be feeding the kids their words. We need to be saying, if you're feeling angry, I would like you to say, I feel angry. What I wanted to talk about was deep breathing, and I wanted to talk about practicing deep breathing regardless of age. So you can practice deep breathing as young as a newborn by just making eye contact and deep breathing with the newborn. You can practice deep breathing with a toddler in some of the following fun ways. These are things that I have used in circle times and stuff like that to try and get my kids in it. This way, when they get to that point of dysregulated state where they're hyperventilating and they're crying, I can kind of get down on their level, maybe take out some of the materials I'm about to show you, look them in the eyes and ask them to breathe with me. And if they can develop this from a young age, like there is a lot of adults who are still learning deep breathing and emotion controls. Deep breathing, here are some things you can do with your toddler or young child to help you with deep breathing. I like to say smell and blow is usually what I go with, because breathing and deep breathing is kind of complicated language for a toddler. I have some flowers here, so often I'll say smell the flowers. That's one of the main things that I say, because children, toddlers usually know what flowers are. They usually understand the word smell. You can put two and two together, and even from a young age, toddlers usually, when you hand them a flower, if they've had any experience with flowers, they'll typically bring it to their nose. So you tell them, smell the flowers. Model the breathing for them. If your child is in a very dysregulated state, then it might be a good idea to kind of, that smells so good. These flowers are so beautiful. Just kind of point your attention towards this. Maybe that'll grab their attention toward it as well. Smell the flowers. Smell the flowers. Okay. My favorite one for learning how to deep breathe out is a pinwheel. Smell the flowers. Smell the flowers. Blow the wheel. Together. You can keep your smell the flowers. This is totally up to the discretion of the parent, but if you wanted to, you could use something like an essential oil, especially if you're getting close to bedtime or something like that, to help them relax a little bit. Or you could use anything that they might be interested in smelling. And then here I have, if you have a kiddo who knows what birthday cakes are and gets excited for their birthday, this one can be really fun. So you had smell the flowers, smell the oil, smell whatever you smell, and blow out the birthday candle. Model for your child a long, slow exhale. And allow them to try. Good job. Your turn. Make a wish. All right. Less of a visual and more of a musical tool to help with deep breathing. You go. So just practice deep breathing as often as you can, as often as you think about it. I often get really busy during the day and forget to sit down and practice deep breathing with my kiddos. I try to do it during circle time, but still sometimes I'm just whoosh. So try and practice deep breathing if you can. It is a lifelong skill that is very invaluable and will help your child control their emotions, which overall is a huge advantage in the world. If you can control your emotions and be able to communicate, then you have a big advantage on a lot of people. So in early childhood education, that is mostly what we're striving to help for. So deep breathing. All right, guys, talk to you later. Remember, inside voices, gentle to friends, gentle to toys. Okay, thank you, Miss Lily. You're welcome. All right, bye, my friends. Bye. We'll see see you next time. Bye!